So one big part of resilience is, when the going gets rough, who do you become? When the going gets rough, do the rough patches get the better of you, or are you able to just ride that storm? Because it's just like what Josh said just now, right? Where are we learning the most amount of our lessons from? A lot of it really comes from the difficulties we face. Quite often when things go well, I think the messages that come to our head is this: well, I expected it so. If you're really hard on yourself, you would say, I expected it. Well, it was supposed to go fine, and fine. But finally, when there's a dip, we start the complaint mode. It's like, why did this have to happen? This should not have happened. This is just not me. And then all those scripts start to really squeeze your energy. And then that's where we go further down that curve, and there's no way out from there. So one of those important bits for us is, how about trying something new? Now, it can sound a little peachy, like, why don't you try something new? And it's almost like throwing you one part of the book in terms of what Edison used to do. I think he had a lovely phrase, right? It's not about getting it wrong, but 999 times before I finally found that this was the right way to do it. Now, how many of us can say that? I think 9 times for us, hey, that's enough. 90 times, that's more than enough. 999 times, forget about the stupid light bulb. But how many people can truly say that? And what I found is when you are in, which I'll show you a slide afterwards, and that's about being in the moment and being in the zone. And when you're in the moment and in the zone, what happens is you've gotten so used to this part. It's not about increasing that threshold. You suffer and suffer and suffer, and you tell yourself, you know what, next week I can do a lot more. And then when you do a lot more and you suffer a little bit more, you're saying, you know what, I'm building resilience. I just need to share with you that we have to come back to a line where we tell ourselves we have a baseline for stress. At the same time, if you're building your baseline to a much higher baseline and saying, you know what, I can take a lot of stress because now I've arrived, I think our bodies need a break. Our bodies truly need a break, and we have to know where our baseline is. Because frequently, it's about doing more. Whether it's Asia, whether it's America, I think these are performing countries, of course, Australia at the same time. These are countries who, it's about performance, it's about indicators. And we then do not know where to stop. That's where I think the big challenge is. When we do not know where to stop and we just keep going, and then we tell ourselves or we fool ourselves that I'm building this threshold for resilience. I'm becoming a lot stronger. I'm becoming a lot more successful.